Hello everyone, I'm going to hop into this Great British Pound US dollar trade. I'm just going to wait for it to retrace back to this inverted fair value gap. Reason being, right, we had this reaction of the 1 hour fair value gap here, right? It's not, we did close through it, but I am bullish on the Great British Pound US dollar, right? We have, right, on the lower time frame, we have this SMT, right? Here. And US dollar is just coming through this fair value gap. I'm bullish on the Great British Pound US dollar. Did we just break through this? Yes, we did. Okay. The buy will be from here. Stops around here. Just targeting the high for 1 to 2. We have to retest this. So over here, 1 to 1.5. We have to retest this inverted fair value gap though. Otherwise, I'm not taking the trade. The over 1 minute SMT. Okay. In the trade. Right, entered about there exactly. Right, targeting this high. We had a rejection off of the 1 hour. Like, check that rejection right there. Right off of the 1 hour fair value gap. And then we had this SMT, we rejected off the view up. Right, we're inverting fair value gaps. So let's see if we can take out this high, this liquidity. Right, there's my target. Right, yeah, I'm bullish on Great British Pound US dollar, right, because we've rejected off of this daily fair value gap, right? And I think we are heading towards this internal liquidity here. So I want to see price move up to grab this wick before then continuing down. Because overall, the Great British Pound US dollar is bearish. Right? Still gotta come and claim this liquidity down here. A new US dollar today, I'm bearish. Another reason I do like this trade is that we've come back into this 15-minute fair value gap, right? And we create our change in the state in that 15-minute fair value gap, right? 15-minute fair value gap, we literally just bounce off the view up. Look at that, bounce off the view up. But if we're wrong, we're wrong. This will be our first loss in a few days. Right, there's no such thing as a 100% win rate. Right, you will have losses. But I don't like how we're pushing through these these inverted fair value gaps. Right, I'm going to close it early if we close to this fair value gap, right? Because that's just showing the selling pressure is high. Right, it's showing that we're disrespecting bullish fair value gaps, right? And I don't want to see us close through a bullish fair value gap. So that's a nice way to mitigate risk a bit, right? And yeah, reduce the amount of risk we're putting on the table. So we'll just say if it breaks through this, here we go, out of the trade, simple. Cool, we're breaking lower on the broker. This hasn't closed through this fair value gap yet, so I'm just keeping it open still. Yeah, we could see our first L in a few days, and that's alright. Oh, there we go. Okay guys, I am out of this trade. Took a loss of -28, but you know what, it is what it is. Let's look at what went wrong in this trade, right? I think the main thing was that we had in fact broken through this 1 hour fair value gap, right? And I failed to realize that we were actually just retesting this 1 hour fair value gap. We weren't actually reacting off of it the first time, which went against my strategy, right? That's not this should have been the move to catch, not this move. Okay, after the L this morning, I'm looking at taking this German 40 trade. Right, heavily bearish in this pair, right? We rejected off of this internal liquidity that was used to break this low with a strong candle, right? And now we're looking to grab this next liquidity on the 1 hour, right? We're retesting this fair value gap that was used to break this low. On the 5 minutes, we're inverting this fair value gap, right? And creating a unicorn. Right. This is textbook clean setup, right? And we've got these lows that we're going to be targeting, right? As well as this liquidity here. Right, so in a minute and a bit, we're going to see if we can get a retrace and then catch this move going down. Perfect, right? We've now broken through, we've created this breakable plus fair value gap, looking for that retest. This would be a stunning trade entry if we can get in here. A++ setup, right? It's a German 40, so we don't really know if there's an SMT or not. Or you can kind of only guess. But let's see if we can get this retest and then get a buy. I mean a sell. We're gonna get a sell here. Okay, it looks like no trade here. All that liquidity's been swept. It did not even give a retrace. So at the moment, if you go to the 4 hour time frame, right, where we rejected off the daily fair value gap, we had our own break a block plus fair value gap here, right? So the lower time frame to the 4 hours, 15 minutes. So if you go into 15 minutes as well, you can see we have a breaker block plus fair value gap. Now, I'm only going to look for a trade once we go into discount, right? Not looking before that. If, for example, in the 1 minute here, we had a break lower here, that's not a trade, right? We need to wait till we go into discount, because on German 40 we don't have access to find an SMT unless you guys can find a pair that heavily correlates with that's not euro US dollar. I'm waiting for it to come into discount, right? Preferably, I'd like to see it happen at this breaker block plus fair value gap, right? If it ends up happening in here, that's also okay. But I need to be in discount, right? I can't see if we come now and break this low, doesn't follow my rules, even though, right, we've had a liquidity sweep up here. Now you see exactly why we have to wait for discount. I had the exact setup I wanted, right? We inverted this fair value gap, had a change in state delivery. But if I had entered here, right, I would have got stopped out. Like, I would have just got stopped out. So you need to wait for it to get into that discount or the premium area, right? You need to wait for it to come into premium, right? Because it's a more expensive price, people are going to want to sell it. Okay, I've just hopped into the short, right? We've had our inverted fair value gap. We had a change in the state of delivery. Right. Got in around here. Not the best entry. I'll take it. Or we're gonna target this liquidity here. See if we can grab this low for 1 to 2.6. See if we can break this low over here. That would give very good confidence that we are going even lower. Right, price is moving. I had to leave the charts for a bit, but I come back and this is looking fantastic so far, right? We had another change of state of delivery, we had our bigger one. We inverted this fair value gap too. Yeah, I'm just looking, it looks like it's gonna go down nice here. This is also a classic accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And let's let this distribution take out this low. Come on. You know you want to drop further. We swept this liquidity up here. Look at all these highs that got taken out. And then we had to change the state of delivery. A plus setup, off for this 15 minutes breaker block. And there we go, everyone. I'm out of this trade. Exited exactly here for 1 to 2.2. Beautiful setup, beautiful entry. 1 L to start the day, but ended up getting this win. So I'm really happy with that. I will see you guys in the next trade.